What's up, guys? It's Broke Breyer Gal here, and today I have a really exciting video. I just got back from a live model horse show, the Eerie Equine Live 2022, and I wanted to do a placings / haul video for you guys to show all the cool things I got. This was really a fantastic show for me. I think I got 16 placings total, and we ended up doing the best I've ever done, getting the most amount of ribbons and the highest placing horses. So I quickly wanted to go through and show which of my horses placed and kind of a little story about that. So let's get started. Starting with my 6th place horses, we first have my little Stormy foal from the Misty and Stormy set, and she ended up getting 6th place in pony foals. I had 3 horses in the class. She was the only one to place. Next up, I was pretty excited about this placing. This is my chocolatey model that I call him Joey. And he placed 6th place in the Appaloosa class, which is really awesome because he has never placed before. So I was super excited that he placed in a stock class because stock classes are usually really, really competitive. And then also my trusty Theo model, who I call Moto, got a 6th place in other draft. I'm really excited that he placed again because he's been starting to be one of my more consistent placing horses. Next up, we're going to move on to my 5th place horses. This is Prince. He got a 5th place in other foals. This one I don't really count as much as a placing because there were 7 horses in the class, and he ended up getting 5th out of 7. He used to show very, very well, and he actually has won champion in foals before, but recently he just hasn't been showing well. I don't know why. He has very nice shading, and I feel like I have a good breed, so I think I might have to get him some documentation. Next, my Nicholas from this year's Breyer Fest got a 5th place in European pony, so that was cool because there was quite a few of him in his class. So I was excited that he placed. Down the line, this is actually one of my newest horses that you guys have not seen yet. This is Marzipan, who I call Whippersnapper. I actually bought him at the show. I'll give you more details on him later, but I actually ended up showing him at the show, and he got a 5th place in paint, which was awesome because we all know stock classes are very competitive. Moving on to my 1/4 place of the day, my beautiful glossy Rhenish draft got a 4th in other draft, which is super cool. He actually beat out my Theo here, but he's so pretty and I love him, so I'm very excited that he placed. This next, going on to my 3rd places, this next placing was very surprising to me. This is my O'Leary's Irish Diamond, and I actually was going to retire him because he has a lot of flaws, but he does have some really nice shading, and I had some pretty solid documentation for him. And so he actually ended up placing 3rd place in the carriage breeds class, which is really cool because, yeah, I was really going to retire him, but he placed pretty well. Even though it wasn't a huge class, he still placed really well. And then next is my beloved Honey Bear, and I was super excited about this placing. He got a 3rd place in American draft. This is the highest he's ever placed, and the only horse that beat him was another one of him, so I thought that was really cool. I can't remember. 1st place, I think, was on this mold, this O'Leary mold. So yeah, moving on to my horses that nanned. We're going to start with my 2nd place horses. A really cool thing is that my Minnie, this little guy who places pretty consistently, got a 2nd in other mixed breeds in the stablemate class, OF Mini division. He, again, was my only Mini to place. I'm just not that great at showing Minis, I guess. My stablemates never place except for this guy, so hopefully I can get some Minis soon. And then next up, my beautiful Beachcomber horse ended up placing a 2nd in American Pony, which was super cool because I think she's gorgeous. And she's kind of an interesting one because sometimes she places and other times she really doesn't. And when she does place, she usually will nan like this. And then this next placing was really awesome, and it kind of has a story to go along with it. This is Yasmin. She's a 2017 Breyer Fest special run who is absolutely gorgeous. and she actually placed second in other sport. But the funny thing is, that's not what the class that I originally showed her in. I originally put her up on the table as an Arabian, but the judge told me I should bring her back for other sport because there was another breed that would fit her better. So I went to put her on the table, and the class for other sport was absolutely huge. I think that there was like 35 to 40 horses in that one class, and she has some shiny marks and flaws, so I really was not expecting her to place. But I came back, and she actually managed to get second place in a massive class. So that was super exciting. So yeah, those are some of the placings I got, and now we're going to go on to my first places and beyond. Okay, so moving on to my highest placings of the day, we'll start with my first place horses. We have my trusty little Clydesdale foal, Bella, and she is absolutely amazing. She never lets me down. She got a first place in the draft foals class. There was only 4 horses in the class, but hey, first is a first. Next up, we have my really pretty Shire gelding, who has some gorgeous shading. He ended up getting a first place in the Shire class, which was actually awesome because he has not placed for me really highly, at least, since 2019. So it's been a couple years, and he does have some flaws, but he did pull out a first, which was really cool. And then moving on to my really exciting placings, we have my glossy rotating draft surprise Buckskin that you all know from my unboxing videos. He is stunning in every way, and he actually got a first place in other breeds and went on to win reserve champion in the other division. This is an awesome win, although winning champion or reserve in the other division kind of doesn't feel as amazing as if you won something in a different division, because he was kind of just against like fantasy horses and donkeys and things instead of horses that were similar to him. But my last placing of the day, and the most exciting, actually came from my Rapunzel, who is so cute and I love so much. And she actually ended up getting first place in European Pony and went on to win reserve champion in pony breeds for Breyer, which I was so excited because I've never won 2 reserve champions at a show ever. So that was absolutely amazing. And there's actually a story to go on with her. I call her Alina. Basically, I showed her as a more risky breed, and I entered her in a class that maybe most people wouldn't have, and obviously it did pay off. But originally, she placed 3rd in her class instead of 1st. But the judge didn't realize that some of the horses should not have been in the class, so she had to rejudge, and she actually ended up giving her a 1st. So when I put her back on the callbacks table, and she was going to show against those horses that she originally had lost to, I didn't think she would win. But somehow the judge decided to change her mind and ended up giving her the win, which is absolutely so cool. So yeah, I did so amazing getting 6 Nan cards at this show, and I'm so grateful. So lastly, I just wanted to show you guys my haul and what I actually bought or won at the show. Okay, so moving on to the haul portion of the video, I quickly wanted to go over everything that I bought/won at the horse show. There really wasn't a lot of people selling models, unfortunately, so I didn't really get to purchase as many as I wanted to, but I still got some cool stuff, so I wanted to go ahead and show you guys that. First off was this little classic draft body that had been turned into this drastic custom that I actually got for free. Somebody was like begging to get rid of it, and I don't know, we made eye contact across the hall, and I just picked him up, and now he's at my house. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with him, but I like the idea of having a custom that nobody else has because he's totally different. Next up, I actually did go ahead and buy this little stablemate. He's really cool. He's from the Collector Club. Oh, let me see if I can focus. The Stablemate Collector Club from 1 year. I don't remember what year it is, but he's super pretty, and he's so nicely detailed with all of his little individually etched spots that go all the way down to his belly. And usually Breyer doesn't do this level of detail with their Appaloosas, especially on a stablemate. So I really wanted to get this one, and he was a pretty good price. So I got him from somebody. Oh, my camera's not wanting to focus. Anyway, in terms of things that I bought, I'm gonna move him really quick. I went ahead and bought this gorgeous dark bay marzipan, who ended up placing 5th. I think I picked him up for about $100, which I thought was a pretty good deal. He does have this one kind of shiny mark on his back, which I don't think the camera will pick up, but he's still placed in a pretty big class, so I think he's a great model. And I love how he's not just one solid bay, he's got the light to dark going. And yeah, he's from this year's Breyer Fest, and he's one that I really wanted to pick up but didn't have the opportunity to. So yeah, I'm really glad I got the bay one because he is so pretty in person. And then these are the things that I won in the raffle. I put a lot of tickets in the raffle because I never win the raffles, and I really wanted to, and I did. So I actually got the Breyer Fest 2022 Prost plush, which is little Strudel in his lederhosen. I really wanted this plushie, and I was so close to buying him at Breyer Fest, but I'm glad I got him for only a couple raffle tickets, which was so cute. And it also came with like the VIP lederhosen thing. I don't know if I'm ever gonna wear these, but maybe I will sell them. I'm not sure. And then lastly, I won this beautiful Josie, Queen of Hearts, in the raffle. She was new in box, but I took out of the box to look at her, and she is in glorious, nice condition. And it's actually also special too, because I recently heard that just a few days ago, the real horse that she's designed after actually passed away. So I'm glad that I did get this model because it could be a cool way to honor her. So yeah, those are all of the things that I got from the show. And the last part of the video is just going to be me showing you guys a a few cool photos from the show if you want to see that. Thanks for watching, guys.